All right, I'm still reading Unreasonable Hospitality by Will Guidara. I mean, I cannot underestimate for you what an impact this book has made on me as a leader and as a business owner. Today on Book Briefs, we're going to dive into a deeper layer of the book. Today, we're going to explore the ideas that most readers overlook. These hidden lessons elevate the book from inspirational to, in my opinion, transformational. The first hidden idea is that hospitality is an identity practice. It's not something that you perform, it is something you become. When leaders commit to hospitality at the identity level, the entire way that they see the world shifts. They notice people differently, they listen differently, they interpret discomfort before it becomes a problem. They anticipate someone's needs without being asked. It sharpens awareness because hospitality requires presence. You cannot practice hospitality while you're distracted or focused on yourself. Think of the leader who pauses a meeting because she notices a new employee shrinking in his chair. She redirects the room with maybe a simple grounding question, and the energy changes. That's identity-based hospitality. It flows from who she is, not from the script or the agenda of the meeting. It builds humility because it reminds leaders that power carries responsibility. And it builds empathy because it turns leadership into care, not control. The second idea that's hidden is that hospitality is a training methodology. Most companies train people on tasks. They're task-oriented. But hospitality trains people on perception of what's going on, reading the room. It teaches judgment by requiring the staff to evaluate the situation in real time. It teaches anticipation because you have to look a couple of steps ahead in order to anticipate and create those meaningful moments. It teaches decision-making because hospitality may force those micro choices that reshape the entire experience. When your team learns to watch the room, they begin to see the things that a lot of people are missing. A frustrated customer shifting in his seat, a client hesitating before asking that question that they really want to ask, an employee's energy dropping in a meeting. They learn to interpret those signals instead of ignoring them. They learn to respond with intention instead of reacting with urgency. They take ownership. They aren't just complying with the task at hand. That is the concept that makes hospitality scalable. It trains people to think like leaders, not just workers. The third idea that is hidden, that most people aren't picking up on out of this book, is that hospitality builds resilience. Connection with people fortifies each of the people. Care encourages endurance. When people feel valued and supported, they can withstand the pressure of the uncertainties or the troubled times. They can push through the busy season or the heavy workload or the unexpected challenge because the emotional environment sustains them. Teams stay longer when they feel psychologically safe. They work harder when they feel respected. They fight for the mission when they believe their contribution makes a difference. Hospitality creates that cultural infrastructure. It's the invisible scaffolding that keeps a team upright during the strain. It's the structure, the emotional structure that strengthens performance when the stakes are high. And last, here's the most overlooked point from the book Unreasonable Hospitality. Hospitality is not external first. It's not something you do first for your customer. It's something that happens inside the organization first. If the internal experience is cold, transactional, chaotic, or self-centered around the leader, the external experience will match that. Teams mirror what they receive. The way leaders treat their people becomes the template for how the people treat the customers. A leader who practices hospitality internally will see it reflected in every customer interaction, every decision, and every outcome that comes from the business. The internal emotional climate becomes the external brand. Clients feel what teams feel. Culture leaks or culture leads. There is no in between. Now, here's your fifth move strategy tie-in. These hidden insights, they live within the diagnose and document parts of the fifth move strategy. Diagnose what's invisible. Document what's intangible. When you do this well, hospitality becomes a strategic system, not just a random act of kindness. I hope you've enjoyed this episode on Unreasonable Hospitality by Will Guidara. Can't tell you how much I'm really enjoying this book, and I think that everybody ought to read it. If this episode shifted your thinking, please share the episode with others. Follow us for more strategic insights into how to run your business and encourage your teams. Give me a comment on how this episode was meaningful for you and changed how you approach your business. Until next time.